Hey guys, welcome. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you are new to the channel, welcome. So guys, today I am back with a brow review product. Maybelline just recently released this brow pencil. It's their Tattoo 36-hour brow pencil with a spoolie and everything. And I wanted to try it out to show you guys how it works out on my oily skin, on my very barely there eyebrows, very fine hair brows. If you're interested in seeing how it all goes down, trying out this brand new brow product from Maybelline, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post videos like this all the time. Without further ado, let's get started. I'm so excited. Guys, this is how my brows look. You guys know I don't have a lot of brow hairs. They're very fine. They're very light. What I usually do is I just put my moisturizer on, my sunscreen, all that good stuff. And usually there's like remnants of like creamy stuff because we've used creams in the morning. We're just gonna clean off the brows a little bit, just like this. And guys, this is the brand new Maybelline brow product. It is called the TattooStudio 36-hour brow pencil. I got the shade Blackest Brown. I always get the darkest shade when it comes to drugstore brow products because their black is not really black. It's like a dark brown. And usually up against my skin, since I have medium to tan skin, black brown kind of looks a little more on the brown, sometimes medium brown on my skin tone, you know? All right, guys, so I bought this at Walmart and it cost $7. That's what I'm talking about. The one thing I like the least about brow products, especially drugstore, is that their products tend to have a lot of wax in them. And I don't like waxy brows. I feel like they just pull my brow hairs out and I need every single hair I could possibly have, you know? Okay, so let's open her up. This is how the packaging looks, typical. All right, so I kind of like this. This is how it looks. And then, so it's giving me the vibe of more of like an eyeliner. Let's put it up against this paper. What I do like is that it has this spoolie. Let's look at it like this. You see how it looks? So it's, okay, it's workable. What we're gonna do here is comb this brow. I always start with my left one just because I'm left-handed. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see. Let's just start. Okay, there's pigment, Oh, but it's waxy. I could feel it already. The pigment is definitely there. I'm barely even touching. I usually start at the bottom and then work my way up at the top here. You see the tail? And then we're gonna just very lightly. Thing is, wow, this pigment is for real. Just lightly. Okay. Okay, cool. I like to bring my eyebrows forward up here a little. Let's clean that up. I just feel like my brows look better a little bit longer because I do have big eyes. Let's get the spoolie and brush this off because it's looking a little on the harsh side. This is like the quickest brow I've ever done. In here, because we're bald right here, we're gonna just get that in. The only thing, it's like not as sharp anymore after the one swipe, so you'll just have to sharpen it. What I'm gonna do is do this eyebrow and give you all the info about this $7 product. The brand new Maybelline TattooStudio 36-hour pigment brow pen retails for $7 at Walmart. It comes in 6 shades. I am in the shade Black Brown. It is an easy-to-use ultra-performance brow pencil. Get 36 hours long-lasting waterproof brow impact with ease. This eyebrow filler is made with bold pigments, delivering the highest levels of pigment in an eyebrow pencil. The Tattoo Brow 36-hour includes a spoolie eyebrow brush on one end to define blend for natural-looking brows. So first impressions, very easy to use, very pigmented. These eyebrows kind of came on really quickly because this thing is pigmented, but it's not too pigmented, but the spoolie just blends it out perfectly. So I'm very surprised. The only thing I feel like it has a lot of wax in it. I till this day need to find a drugstore eyebrow product that is not waxy AF. The goal is always, you know, to make them twins, but usually mine are like sisters. Like me and my sister are only 9 months apart, so we're gonna say that, okay? I'm gonna get this Got to Be glue. It's a gel glue. It's like a perfect mix in one. This, I believe, it's a wig glue, but it's also like hair gel too. So what I'm gonna do is get this disposable spoolie and get some of my glue right here. And you wanna get, this is probably a little bit too much, but I always remove like the remaining on my hand. Just in case I have to dip it back in, I have that little extra. It's so bomb. It doesn't pull your hairs out. It lasts all day. I've been using it for months now, and I'm never going back to brow gel. I'm just not. Because my brows kind of go like this. They go down. They have a whole life of their own that doesn't include me, you know? Let's add some of our glue. So what we're going to do is just literally lightly, very gently comb your hairs up. Do the same here. You want to get all your hairs. You want to make sure you combed out your brows when you pencil them in first. Because once this is on your brows, nothing is moving. Like absolutely nothing. So you see how we have like the feathery thing going? And this really works for my type of brows because I don't have brows. They are pretty non-existent, you guys saw. So I have to put a lot of work into getting the brows to appear on the face and also not look super dark and super boxy because we don't have a lot of hair to work with. What usually happens now, I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. It dries very quickly, which is why you have to work quick, but I usually give it 2 to 3 minutes so it can really dry off, and in the meantime I'll go clean my spoolie, I'll go do other things. So I'll be back. All right guys, now that we've had our brows sitting and drying for a good, I would say like 3-4 minutes, we want to go in with some concealer. I really love this Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer. I'm in the shade medium. It works pretty well with my skin tone. So what we're gonna do is clean these up. I always start at the bottom with a very light hand. Just gonna follow how your brow looks already and how it's shaped. When I clean my brows up, I like them not to look super starky white down here. I like it to look like a foundation shade, you know? I just like to use concealer because it's thicker. And this is super helpful because I don't get my brows done. I haven't gotten them professionally waxed or threaded in 3 years. Oh, I think 3 years. So I've just been keeping them up. So this is how the brow looks. This is the cleaned up brow versus this one. See how this one looks a little, just slightly messy. And here it looks pretty clean. And we're just gonna get this brush, I forgot to tell you guys, and we're gonna blend this out. Now when they're nice and clean, you wanna assess the situation and see what is going on. So I find that this one here is a little thicker. So I'm gonna bring it from the bottom and I'm gonna bring it up a little. And then the next step is once my brows are dry, I like to fill in any gaps I have because I have a lot of gaps going on. It's just always gonna happen. If you have full brows, you probably won't have this issue. So then we're just gonna, ooh, that's a little thick. Okay, hold on. Brush that out. And this thing's pigmented. So we're just going over. So you wanna look up to see. Usually I try to match the brows down here. Why my fingers like super off? Like match them here, like from here. This one to this one, you see? And then if they match there, that usually helps like the symmetry. For me, it's the hardest to match them at the bottom and then the top kind of works itself out. So do the tops match? Yeah. The bottoms match? Yeah. And I always like to bring my brows a little bit forward because like I told you guys, I have big eyes and I feel like my natural brows are just too short for my face. This is how the brows look. They look pretty natural. So what I'm gonna do is put the rest of my face on and then come back. All right, guys, I am back. This is actually my Thanksgiving glam. Today is Thanksgiving, guys, and I wanted to keep it simple because I'm gonna cook. I've never done this before. Wait, I did it once, but that was a whole different circumstance. It is currently 9:35 in the morning. We're gonna do an all-day wear test to see if these eyebrows really stick down to the face. That's the one thing that when it comes to drugstore brow pencils, also I have very oily skin, and at the end of the day my oils take over and most of my brow, usually in the front, go missing, which is a big deal, like because you know a lot of times we wear makeup all day and we don't want especially our brows to be missing. But so far, guys, I really like this product. I think it worked well. It glided so beautifully, gently, nicely, softly, very quick. I did my eyebrows so fast, and the pigment is there. There's a lot of pigment in this little bad boy. The only thing is, look how you'll just have to keep sharpening it up. It's a small pencil, so just keep that in mind. But I like the shade. I think the shade looks really good. And this spoolie definitely came clutch because, here, this way, it definitely worked. True test, though, is how it's going to last because we never know. And something I wanted to bring up, too, is recently, I think this year, Maybelline released this brow extension. So it essentially has like brow hair fibers that you can create brow sort of fiber strokes. So let's swatch these and see how they look. And wow, these swatches. Well, the pencil's a lot smoother, but you see the shade? I kind of like that the shades are pretty on point. Don't mind these swatches. I like scrubbed my hand and it just wouldn't come off. And I think this is it for now, and I will see you guys in the next check-in. Bye. Hey guys, so I wanted just to come on here and show you guys how the brows look in daylight. This is how they look. This is how the shade looks and everything. I kind of like them. Now looking at this, they're not that symmetrical, but it's okay. Like I said, we're sisters. Like me and my sister, 9 months apart. That's what we are today. Okay, ciao. I have to start cooking. Hey guys, I am back. So it's almost 10 o'clock in the evening and Thanksgiving dinner was pretty successful except for one thing that I didn't like, but it's okay. It was my first time making it. I made cornbread and it just didn't taste right. I don't know what happened, but anyway, we are back. I actually want to show you guys here some footage that I took at around 3 or 4 o'clock and the brows looked pretty good. They stayed put. They didn't really look much different from when we last saw each other. I think at 9 in the morning it was. And now here we are, guys, 11 hours later, and this is how the brows look. I will say they are pretty intact. My skin's oily, so you see how shiny it is there? So that's where the brows can kind of rub off. So let me tap my face, because this is what I do usually. If I want to touch my makeup up, I will tap right over my brows just to, you know, get like the greasy look away. And wow, these brows look good. Pleasantly surprised how well the product works. My brows look pretty good. Let's rub the brows. Now that it's the end of the day and we can do this, let's rub the brows off to see what comes off. Sometimes like I'll rub my face and then I forget that I'm gonna like remove my brows. So you see some came off, but not that much. Let's try the other one. Guys, the brow gel I use is literally a game changer. You see some came off here though, because that's where I have zero hair. So there's nothing that the brow pencil could really hold on to. I think the brow gel does help a lot to just maintain the eyebrows and make them look put together for a long period of time. But this pencil, what I really liked about it is the pigment. It has so much pigment. It does feel a little waxy though. That's always my concern with drugstore products, but I think this is by far one of the better ones I've tried from the drugstore because it's long lasting, it's pigmented, the shade is pretty good. So definitely give this a thumbs up. It's $7. The one thing I don't like is that you'll probably have to sharpen it every time you use it. If you have thicker brows than me, you probably won't use as much as I did, but you guys saw I'm pretty bald. What I wanted to tell you guys, so you know it's Thanksgiving, I've been cooking all day and I've been washing my hands. Literally, I have washed them like 35 times and this lasted a long time. I have a feeling it's this pen, but it may be the extension because now I'm forgetting. It's been such a long day. But anyway, okay, this is it. Just wanted to give you guys this tidbit. I kept looking at my hand and the marks were still on. I mean, this one just faded, but this one's holding on really strong. Okay, I gotta go because my battery is literally blinking that it's about to die. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and had a bunch of yummy food. Let me know what your thoughts are on Maybelline's new TattooStudio brow pencil that is good for 36 hours. Let me know if you've seen it. Have you checked it out? Let me know your thoughts. And I think this is it, guys. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!